everybody, Miss J here. So as promised, here is our book that we were going to be reading. So it's called Superpowers, The Jaws of Doom. Dun-dun-dun. And it's by Alex Cliff. And obviously there's a lion here, but a different lion that we would say now because it's got huge fangs, extremely sharp claws, and if you just look at its eyes, it's not very happy, it's very angry. So we'll have a little look at the blurb to find out a little bit more. So it says, 7 days, 7 powers, 7 deadly challenges, a ruined castle. The ancient god Hercules is trapped inside. Only 2 boys, Max and Finn, can break the evil spell. In today's quest, will they brave the snapping jaws and save Hercules in time? Will they? Won't they? We'll have to read on. Now, I wanted to point out there's a couple of books at the bottom here, and it also says 7 days, 7 powers, 7 deadly challenges. That's because our book is one of 7. Okay, so there are 7 books altogether, and each book tells a different day. So it gives the reader each day that the boys are going to do a quest. So there's more than one quest that the boys have to do. Okay, so let's have a little read and see what their first quest might be about. And we're just going to read the beginning of it because I want us to have a little picture in our mind about where the story is going to be set. So when I'm reading this little part, I want you to picture in your mind where you think it's going to be. Listen to the great adjectives that the author uses to describe where we are. Okay, because I'm going to have a little job for you to do after. So here we go. Just imagine a ruined castle with crumbling grey stone walls in a moat of deep dark water. Across the moat, an overgrown grassy track heads down the hill, over a stream and into a dense wood of old gnarled trees. Gnarled is a really great adjective to describe to us that the trees are not growing straight up. They're actually all twisted, knotted together, bumpy. High above the castle's one remaining tower, a hawk is circling in the air. It has spotted something. 2 8-year-old boys carrying bags and spades are walking through the trees towards the castle. They don't know it yet, but what happens today will change their lives forever. The hawk hovers, its black eyes fixed on the 2 boys. Their adventure is about to begin. Oh, my goodness. Now, what I want you to do is to draw this scene. I want you to picture in your mind what we've talked about. And obviously on the video you can, go back to the beginning, stop it and get each bit that we've talked about. So don't forget, the castle. When you are drawing your castle, it's not going to be a perfect, beautiful castle because it's crumbling. It's a ruin. We know a ruined castle, so it's very, very old. It's left to decay, everything's fallen apart. And we also know this because it also says high above the castle's one remaining tower. So there's only one tower left. So, okay, so you can't be drawing lots of other, 3, 4 different towers. There's only one tower. We know about the gnarled trees, the woods. So when you're drawing your trees, we're not drawing perfectly formed trees with the trunk that goes straight up. They're going to be twisted and knotted, bumpy, not very nice looking trees. Okay, and it's dense wood. That means there's a lot of them together, so you can't really see between the gaps. It's really a thick wood. Okay, and we know that it's quite unkept because it's an overgrown grassy track. So when I was picturing it in my mind when I was reading it, that if I was walking along, the long grass would be brushing up against my legs and there'd be huge tufts of grass. Okay, and we know that the moat is deep, dark water. Okay, so there's going to be that moat going around the castle. Remember, you did that with Mrs. Cahoon last year with castles. There's the water that circles, encircles the castle. Okay, we know that the walls are crumbling. And also, don't forget that this creature here, the hawk, I think this might have a really important role to play because it's mentioned quite early on in the book. Okay, so this hawk has spotted the boys. Okay, so you've got your castle. The hawk is at the castle. It's circling around the remaining tower. As it's high up in the sky, it's spotted these two boys. Okay, so when you're drawing the boys, don't forget they've got two things with them. They've got a bag each, so they're carrying a bag, and they've got some spades as well. Okay, so they're obviously going to do something. What do you normally do with spades? I'm thinking about digging. So do they know if something's there? Are they just going to have a little look? Are they just out for a bit of an exploration? Okay, and they're actually walking through trees to get to the castle. Okay, they're not just on a normal path. So when you're drawing them, they're going to be in the trees walking towards the castle. So they're not there yet. Okay. And this bit's really making me think their adventure is about to begin. What adventure? What's going to happen to them? That's what I want you to be thinking about. What is going to be involved? What are they going to have to do? Who are they going to meet? Does it have anything to do with this monster here? This creature? And if it does, what are they going to have to do? I'm really intrigued. I'm quite interested to find out what's going to happen. Okay, and I hope they're going to be safe as well. Okay, so that's your little job that I would really, really love for you to do. Okay, and when you've done that, obviously you're still thinking about what you think is going to happen in the story, and we will have a little read another day. Now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you what the title of the next chapter is called. Okay, so the title of the chapter is called The Hand in the Wall. So that's making me think, what's going to happen? Who's the hand belong to? How long's it been there for? Is it one of the boys' hands? Do one of the boys get injured? So many things to be thinking about. Okay, so it's lovely reading to you. Okay, so keep thinking what's going to happen, making those predictions, thinking about what you think the scene's going to look like. Don't forget, you can pause the video and you've got all the information and read through it again and picture it in your mind. Keep playing it over till you get all that information. Okay, thanks everybody. Bye. Toodaloo.